All right. We're back here on Bring the Juice today. I got DeAndre Carter. Energy is high. Vibes are up. DeAndre, welcome to Bring the Juice.
Appreciate you having me, brother. Let's do it.
Hot shit coming in hot right here. I like it.
Gotta do it.
Let's just start with your league journey, man.
Yeah.
You like you said, out of Sac State, undrafted, bounced around a few teams.
Yeah.
Talk to me just about the mindset it takes to chase greatness, man, because it ain't easy. Not everyone's got it.
Right. Honestly, bro, you gotta be built a little different.
I agree.
Know what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't got necessarily the mentality, the drive, the work ethic to be able to go out and chase or to become the best version of yourself. To me, that's what I'm always chasing, trying to become the best version of me possible.
Have to.
You know what I'm saying? So
have to.
It's all, I always wake up every morning, it's me versus me. You know what I'm saying? But throughout that journey, man, it's just a lot of faith. For me, I feel like you gotta have a reason of why you do what you do, right?
Yes.
Me personally, just in my NFL journey, I promised my little brother, that I would make it for the both. He passed away when I was in college. He was at the age of 16, so kind of made a promise to him that that I would make it for the both of us, and that's kind of what pushed me every day. So got to have something that's bigger than you as to why you're doing what you're doing. Absolutely.
Because my next question was going to be, on those days that it's tough to get out of bed, man, because best believe, I don't care if you're Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, there's days we're human. Obviously, you got to go wake up and chase greatness, go get that bread. But, it might be a little cold outside.
Yeah.
Sheets are feeling a little warm and cozy, but you need that little kick in the ass to get you up.
You got to.
What was that continuous thing that kept bouncing across your head?
Yeah, for me, I mean, I think I'm just built like that. Like I'm not one that's just gonna fold. That's gonna, give up on something that I believe in. I know that I could do. And then also, like I just said, my promise to my little brother, man, they wake me up every day. Those days where you get up and you don't feel like it that day, or you don't feel like working out, you got to have something bigger than you that's gonna push you to that next step to make you get up out the bed.
The business of the league, it's a brutal business. It's cutthroat. Yeah. Not for long.
Right.
Talk to me about your first moment where you were like, hey, welcome to the NFL.
My first team that I was on came out of college, Sacramento State, undrafted to the Ravens. And to that point, like, football had always been like my safe haven, you know what I'm saying? Like, something that if everything else in life going wrong, I know I can count on football. You know what I'm saying? I know I can count on football. So my first year in the Ravens, I got cut. First time I ever got cut off of any team or anything.
It's new,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you go up through Pop Warner High School, you always been the guy.
You're the dude,
dude all the time. And then for the first time, somebody telling you you're not good enough, and it's like, wow, you take a step back, and it's a different feeling for sure. But just that kind of woke me up to this is a business. Like, you got to approach it as a business. You got to conduct yourself a certain way in the building on a day-to-day basis. It's a job. You got to approach it like that.
Hell yeah, it's a job, man. It's cutthroat
yes,
too.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I've talked to dudes who they're on a different team every year.
Yep.
They've been on 5 teams in 1 year. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how it goes. So let's circle in a little bit now to this last year with the Raiders, and I understand 2022 you kind of had your breakout year.
Yes, sir.
That first game where you were like, hey, you're so used to, like you mentioned, Pop Warner, high school, college, you're used to being the dude.
Right.
You're kind of in this, like, you're treading water almost, trying to see where to go. Then finally, boom. Hey, the best way to play is loose, right?
For sure.
You get to go be loose, go free. DeAndre, go get you. That first game in the league where they were like, hey, run. Yeah. How was that feeling? How fulfilling was that?
It was so fulfilling. Just like, it's just validation that I belong here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put this work in. I know I do this, day in and day out. And you go out there, you had that first game when I feel like you get in that rhythm where you feel like you belong. And it's like, to me, that's kind of I did this for a reason. And I know I can do this at a high level for sure.
It's very much easier said than done, though, because everyone says, you see motivational stuff all over the place. Yeah. Keep your head down and work, blah, blah. Hey, man, there's those dark days.
For sure.
Will you be saying, should I keep doing this or not?
Going, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. So, the NFL Alumni Health is one of the reasons we got connected.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about the NFL Alumni Health. And, you teamed up with the nonprofit Beyond Type 1. This is for diabetes awareness.
Yes, sir.
I'm under the understanding you have type 1 diabetes.
Correct.
go ahead. Let us know what's up.
Yeah, so NFL Alumni Health, nonprofit organization, dedicated to helping, guys that get done playing when they get done, guys and their families, just be able to stay on a healthy path, be able to get the resources that they need when they get done playing. And NFL Alumni Health has teamed up with an organization called Beyond Type 1. They focus on diabetes, getting people diabetic, their supplies, helping people get screened, educating them on the symptoms, that they might have or be experiencing that tells them to go get checked. Frequent urination, unquenchable thirst, dramatic weight loss. All those things are signs that can point you in the direction of going to get checked out, for diabetes and things like that. Beyond Type 1 has done a great job promoting that and, just putting the resources out there for people to go out there and be able to get checked so they can get ahead of it early.
Right. What about your initial, were you born with type 1 diabetes? Okay, so then when you started playing sports, what are some of the struggles, with playing with type 1 diabetes?
Right. So I found out I was type 1 diabetic when I was 14. My freshman year, right before my freshman year of high school, was experiencing all the symptoms that I said, went to a football practice and passed out. Went home that day and was like throwing up and everything. My dad rushed me to the emergency room. When I got there, the doctor told me that my blood sugar was 850 something. And for context, you're supposed to be in like low hundreds, right? and I'm 800 something, right? So the doctor told me, if you didn't come in when you did, you could have went to a coma. It could have been bad.
Damn.
But luckily, we was able to catch it early enough, to be able to get myself on a routine, get on the schedule, so I can be able to, continue to do all the things that I want to do. And that's kind of my message to kids or anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get type 1, and it's not a death sentence. As long as you stay on top of it, you handle your business, you stay true to your plan and stuff like that. It's nothing that you can't do. You can go out and be wherever you want to be when you grow up.
Amen to that.
Sure.
That's adversity.
For sure.
And I think sports, obviously, is such a good example of when adversity strikes, you learn how to respond. You don't have a choice, man. Unless you're going to quit the sport.
Facts.
But you got to face it.
Yeah.
Over your experience in football and in sports in general, when adversity strikes, what's your initial response?
Trying to figure out my initial response is, trying to figure out a solution to the problem, like whatever the problem is. And if it's a type of adversity where it's not necessarily like a physical, thing that you do to get over it, it's mental. It starts mental. You got to go back to whatever it is you believe in, whether it's faith or like I said, whatever your purpose is, whatever your reason is for doing what you're doing. That's what's got to push you through that adversity to get you through that next step. You can't get to the top of the mountain, in life without going through some type of challenges. You got to go through the valley first. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go through
you got to do that valley.
You got to go through the valley first. So if you want to reach greatness and become the best version of yourself, adversity is required.
There must be darkness before there is light.
For sure, 100%. I like that quote.
I got some bars every once in a while.
He brought it up over here. It must be darkness before there is light. I like that one.
So I'm reading this bullet point. You were substitute teaching at one point.
Yes, sir. It's been a wild journey. So you brought up the substitute teaching thing. After my rookie year in the league, I was in camp with New England, got cut, and nobody picked me up my entire second year, in the league technically.
Right.
And so I was substitute teaching kind of just to get by, make ends meet, and it was something that allowed me to still be able to work out on a schedule. Because school is from 8 to 3, so I still got time to work out and do everything, be ready for in case a team called.
Right.
But yeah, it's substitute taught at Martin Luther King Middle School in Hayward, California. I got a mentor of mine, Eddie Smith, who is a head counselor there, plugged me in with being able to be at the same school every day, substitute teaching, and allowed me to, continue to work out and still pursue my dream while trying to make an impact on some kids.
So you were going to school in the morning.
Yeah.
And then getting those cone drills in after school?
I was workout before school, 6 a.m., get up, workout, classes, workout afterwards, just grind. Great, grind.
But you doubled down on yourself. Was there a day where you were driving to that school, walking in and being like, damn, bro, I'm really doing both these, like should I give up type?
For sure. Yeah, I feel like, and like along the same line we was already talking about, but through that's dark days. You know what I'm saying? You go and you're like, And when you're not on the team and you working out, it almost feel like you getting up and you not working. Like, what are you working out for? You know what I'm saying?
It's a tough thing for athletes.
It's tough. It's like you working out with no end in sight. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely tough. And you definitely had those days where you question, like, am I meant for this? Am I good enough to do this? Should I still be doing this? Should I try to pick a different career path?
That's the hard one, I think.
You know, and don't get me wrong, like, I love playing football, and I play football, you know, if money wasn't involved, you know what I'm saying? But since it is, like, you got to be able to provide for your family and stuff like that.
It's a good way to make a living right now.
So trying to figure out, you know, is this the right path for me? This is what I should be doing. You definitely go through those dark days of, like, you know, am I meant to do this? Should I still be doing this? And like I said, that reason why, you know, it's going to keep you pushing every time.
Well, it's hard, too, because so many dudes, and I know anybody who's played college ball, you got your dudes that make it. You got the dudes that are on the bubble.
Yeah.
You got dudes that are like, hey, I had a good run, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's tough to see some of your boys who were studs in college.
Yeah.
And the teams ain't calling. And, like, it's a weird gray area where you, like, you're rooting for your boys still to keep training.
Right.
Hey, you're going to get that call. But there's like that there's a day where you're like, hey man, I gotta stop running the hill and go get a job right now, bro.
For sure.
That's tough on people.
It's tough. And I would say I got homies who've been on both sides of the spectrum, dudes that were able to transition to another area of life that they really loved and be successful at it. And I got dudes who followed that football dream and, you know, never really recovered. You know what I'm saying? So I got homies on both sides of it, but it's difficult to have it. I mean, because when you're growing up and, like, the NFL is your dream or whatever it is, and you get to a Division I college and you feel like you're right there, and you put your whole life and your time into, you know, trying to make it. And when it doesn't happen, man, it's hard to pivot and make sure
it's tough, man.
It's hard to pivot.
One of the hardest transitions,
for sure. So I got a lot of respect for people who wanted the NFL to be their thing. It didn't work out, but then they pivoted to, you know, doing something else and, you know, being successful at that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for guys like you, for sure.
It's a tough thing. It's a tough situation, and I think football more than anything. Not bagging on other sports. Other sports are great. There's no church league football, bro. There's no hey, let's go play some pickup tackle football, man. Not at the intensity level.
Yeah.
And I didn't play in league. I'm even saying D1, man.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
You can't, even high school, bro.
For sure.
You can't try to cannot try to get a playbook, the timing. Best believe also, you haven't played in a while. Hammies, gone. Don't even touch it, bro. I've been playing pickleball lately. Yeah. I get home, I'm feeling like a bitch, bro. I'm like,
body be hurting when you
I'm
get
waking
back to the
up.
house.
I'm like, oh, I need an ice bath.
Body be hurting.
I'm like, bro, I used to run cut 300s in 52 seconds. Like, ha. Getting out of that.
Yeah,
running hills, doubled it. Don't matter. Eat that.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna play 3 hours of pickleball.
Boy,
I'm down for 3 days. I'm looking around like, is this what my life is?
You gotta go get in the ice bath and everything.
But I appreciate the competitive nature of, like, getting able to do things like that. And I think you mentioned you golf.
Yeah,
dude, golf is. I ain't no Tiger Woods.
No,
it's you versus you
for sure.
Because whatever your record is, you could compete against that.
One of the things I love most about golf.
You can work on the craft, bro. You could be barefoot in your house and buy one of those little $62 fake putting greens in front of the TV.
You got to put the time in.
Easy. Hit the range by yourself, throw some tunes on. Therapeutic almost, man.
Yes, sir.
And then if you're with the boys, hey, we playing scramble, best ball. Would you like throw a wager on it? Are we drinking? Like,
on the course with the boys, gotta have a couple brewskis for sure. Gotta have some brewskis.
We are sponsored by Coors Light. Make sure you're drinking the Coors Light, the silver bullets, baby. But it's fun, man. For me, it's an outlet to still compete at a high level. Mm-hmm. And whether I'm shanking or not, hey, man, I got a score I'm going to get judged by, and I better not be a bitch about this, bro.
I can't go out there and lay no egg, man, for sure.
That's what I'm
Especially
saying.
when we out there with the boys. You know, bragging rights on the line.
I got to pull my weight, man.
Got to pull the weight.
And little scramble there, it's like, hey, man, we just need one. I need one putt out of you right now, bro. You haven't done anything in 5 holes. Sink this,
I need
bro.
something from
Give
you.
me a line. Your last up. Just hit it straight.
Just hit it straight.
We got one in the fairway. Go for it. You're just like, oh boy.
Man, it's fun, especially when you got a group of homies that you're really close with. So it's dope, bro, to be out there on the course.
It's a good time.
Dope.
I mean, DeAndre, this has been great. Anything else you got for me?
Yeah, I mean, just again, want to reiterate, Beyond Type 1.
Yes.
You guys can actually go find out more information about the organization, how to get trained, all that at beyondtype1.org. Once again, that's beyondtype1.org. So go check that out to get more information.
We'll make sure we tag you in all this, DeAndre.
Yes, sir.
We'll put all that info in the link. Follow DeAndre on the gram. And, man, it's been great, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
All right, y'all.
Appreciate you for having me, brother.